What's up, Hippo lovers? It is time for another episode of WTF Happened. This time we will talk about what happened in September 2019. Lots of stuff happened. We'll try to, boil it down a bit. And obviously a lot of drama, a lot of sad news,
Drama
and
Millie.
yeah, some people excited about the drama. We will see, how intensely we can talk about stuff. I want to start with in my opinion, by far the most important topic here. And this is the end of EscapeAOE. So, a lot of you know EscapeAOE had the big ECL finals end of last month. Viewer numbers weren't that great, and in the end, they were kind of forced to end their project there. And AOE Zone did kind of the worst thing they could have done, but obviously we are on the internet, so that happens, and made a huge list of what they did wrong and what they could have done better and like how they screwed stuff up. That's not helping at all. And what I want to focus on is to tell you why that is so big for the Age of Empires community. Microsoft was putting together a 1 year long league with paid casters, one of the biggest prize pools that we ever had in Age of Empires. Yeah, it was a long tournament, but still, like the consistency, offline finals, professional people working for Age of Empires, and that project died. And that's a huge step back in moving Age of Empires into an esport. That is honestly really, really sad. And a lot of people like see, okay, the event failed, so they die. But like the potential that this thing had, a big Microsoft league, as I said, like a studio for casters, players. This is like what's missing in Age of Empires at the moment. Everyone is like doing their own shown matches, their own tournaments. Players are trying to be streamers. Players are becoming casters. Casters are becoming players. And it's like a weird mixture. And if we want to go a professional route, what Escape did was the right approach. One had organization, organizing tournaments, giving the location, giving the streaming platform and such, and then dedicated casters being paid to work there, and then having players getting reasonable money to play there. And that erased from the playing field, in my opinion, is really, really bad. And I honestly feel like if we had Age of Empires with like, let's just say 20,000 viewers, which isn't super unrealistic, right? If we think about NSA 2 and Hidden Cup, that would have been a step for ECL 2. And if ECL, or let's just dream and say 50k, which is for this game that has hundreds of thousands of players on Steam still, not super unrealistic, right? And if we had all the Microsoft promotion around and all the games and people, how many people bought this game over the years and such, then it's likely to have like a 500,000 prize pool ECL2. And then we are talking like real esports, not like the, oh, we are esports now, boys, that we are normally saying when it comes to Age of Empires, right? Then like it suddenly gets serious and we have like people playing full time only for prize money. And I think that was a step that EscapeAOE could have gotten us into, and we didn't go and like we couldn't make it with EscapeAOE there. So I'm really sad that didn't work out. And yeah, obviously the list is long of what they did wrong, what they could have done better, but it doesn't help us to do that now. We need to see what the next steps can be. Obviously, they can't be on EscapeAOE, which is sad. Do you think the lack of execution or the bad timing that it didn't work out? What does it matter now, Hera?
Rogan?
what like the project failed, right? And it will take quite some time till we see a reasonable project that now always needs to start basically from scratch. Yeah. So, nearly sad about that, and I think it had incredible potential. I see a lot of questions in the chat, guys. I will do my monologue about through the topics, and then we can talk about, or I can answer your questions. MbL-Hera-Drama. Lots of people already knew what happened. So, MbL and Hera played a rated game against each other, and well, MbL just decided to go for the lame approach here. And they were playing a normal rated game, and well, boars were in between them. As you can see, MbL is just stealing both of them, and yeah, doesn't really think too much about it. It is a funny lame, right? And that hippo can get away, and you see, like, he is kind of enjoying it. And well, in the end, he will just steal them and gets them home. Obviously, in a high level game, both so close in skill, the game is over here, right? It's look how much he loves. It is simply 4 boars against 0 boars. I think it was even Aztecs against a weaker civilization. And Hera, yeah, he's just like, where are you? What is happening? And MbL is just enjoying himself. And fun game, haha, says MbL, indeed. And like, obviously what this does is it takes away a serious game, right? MbL wins this game without having any skill shown for its enjoyment, right? It is fun in a vacuum. It obviously destroys Hera's time, and it isn't good practice for MbL unless you try hard practice for a tournament. And now they talk about it. Yeah, they were in my base, and oh, I needed to loom such. And yeah, Hera's reaction was a bit rougher on the other side. He wasn't that happy with that situation.
He's actually laming me?
That's the moment where he sees that the 2 boars are missing.
Where are you? Where are you? What the fuck?
And MbL laughing on the other side, obviously. And yeah, he took both his boars. Hera not too happy with this one. Still trying to try hard. And yeah, his analysis isn't that pretty after that.
What's the points? What's the points? Alright, okay, I'll go look for other games. See you never.
And
alright. Ignore list forever.
Well, it doesn't get prettier there with those two. And, well, a lot of bad words are falling, and they will never play again against each other. MbL thrown out of, or like he leaves AM after a lot of bad words. And then there's an upcoming tournament where Hera signs up a 4-man team. You can only do 4-man team without MbL. Yeah, so he says, like, I will never play with him again. Both words from both sides. And yeah, MbL in my chat ranting like, this guy, I didn't like him from beginning. And 3 days later, Hera did a nice apology letter, and everything is good in the hood, and AM is the future, and the drama ends here. Yeah. What can we say? Yeah. AM things, all good in the hood now again. In the end, no harm done. But yeah, both have a history of doing stuff like that, right? And then we also have some drama in the DM World Cup. DM World Cup, a tournament that is happening at the moment. We are obviously playing Deathmatch. some top RMers did sign up, and there was a specialty. It was organized by me, and I'm obviously trying to move more into the direction of esports. And therefore, I did stuff like spec delay, and people have to be super punctual, otherwise they will get a reduction of their prize money. And now we are getting into the joke parts here, because as you can see, people wrote something like this. And yeah.
Created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction.
So MbL said he agreed with the rules. In the end, it happened that he was streaming, and he was streaming without a stream delay. I only came in late into the series. People told him in chat, and he said he didn't care. And therefore, I gave him admin loss for every game that he played, and it already was like 4-1. So basically 5 admin losses or map losses in a best of 7 meant he was out of the gold league, and then gave up his spot in the silver league, and did a big rant post after this as well, saying how bad in the situation streamers are and how rules like those are absolutely ridiculous. And yeah. Happened, I obviously didn't change my ruling there, and it even wasn't my ruling alone. I asked other players, and in hindsight, I have to say my ruling was wrong. And yeah, because his scheduling was very aggressive, and he disrespected the tournament so much that I think it should have not been an admin loss. It should have been a disqualification. And yeah, so I regret that a bit, and not really setting the line there properly, because yeah, he clearly broke all of the rules and like of sportsmanship and respect. So like, I think I could improve there and not think short term, okay, it's an important players, only give him an admin loss. I think it just would have been a disqualification. But okay. And then we had him apologizing on the forums and saying, oh boy, I was in a bad mood, sorry for that. And well, Nikov just enjoying the drama. You're everywhere. I really like that, because I instantly needed to screenshot. You see, I was only 1 minute posted and I made the screenshot because I feared that he was deleting that one. And yeah, so DM World Cup without MbL after he gave up his spot in the Silver League as well. We can take a look at the brackets in general, because the tournament itself is quite nice. And as you can see here, I can make it a bit bigger for myself, maybe move a bit to the side. We will have a top 8 coming up. As you can see, we had big names: Viper, Jordan, Nikov, Tato, Winchester, Roomstockland, Miguel. We can see all the big RM players. In the end, in the winner bracket finals, we have the Viper against Nilly, Quendy True against the Code, 2 absolute DM beasts. Seed number 1, seed number 5 Nilly, seed number 2 True, and seed number 3 the Code are going through. And we have Miguel in the top 8 as well, beating Tato. And this Thursday, we will have some other matches. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we will have a full top 8, playing it out down to a winner. That's going to be really interesting, at least for me. Maybe you want to tune into that as well. And yeah, that ends all the drama. And the Viper with seat number 1, really smashing it down there. Let's see if True and Code can challenge him there. I would love to see that, but it's going to be a tough task. Viper looks strong on DM as well. Then we had a Hera Showmatch happening. Was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend, right? No, 2 weekends ago. It was 2 weekends ago, and that was a best of 21 with the intention to give people a chance that weren't invited to MSC and kind of to protest the invitation-only policy of MSC. And the show match was invitation only, so... I clicked both buttons. Okay, that was my fail. Okay, and yeah, best of 21. It was spread over 2 days. Day number 1 was the team of Hera together with Lan and Roomstock leading 8-2. And day number 2, the team of Tato together with Hart and Miguel coming back heavily and in the end winning it 11-10. And yeah, lovely stuff there. Sick comeback, long Sunday stream as well. Huge problem to scheduling with Lan there, not the sharpest scheduling and, well, commitment there by Lan. That also transitions us into the next Hera Showmatch happening next Friday. It will be a 2v2 show match between the Viper teaming up with Larry against Doubt and Hera. Something probably very exciting happening this Friday, I believe 16 or 18 GMT. I believe 18 GMT, best of 7. Lovely stuff there for sure. Sadly overlapping with the DM World Cup. But yeah, Viper and Larry indeed against Hera and Doubt. Sick matchup. And $400 prize pool, I believe. The other Hera show match was $1,000 prize pool. What else will happen in October? There will be, as I said, the Hera show match. Then DM World Cup, first weekend here, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then there will be a 3v3 tournament called something with glory. Rise to Glory. A 3v3 tournament starting 7th of October, ends 27th of October. Won't get the biggest exposure since it is close streaming for Woobly Official and Mondo AOE only. We'll have fixed positions and we already have AM signing up without MbL. We have Heresy signing up and we have VNS signing up, so lineup looks pretty solid at the moment. Price pool $750 will happen over the next 3 weeks as well. Something else that happened was that the Nations Cup is getting into more and more of shape. Will probably start in next February. Robo's taking everything in his hands there. And yeah, we will see about that in the future. And I think that's it what we can expect out of October, right? The 3 events. I will do something, but you will see that being announced. And yeah, then I would say that was it from WTF Happened. You will stay tuned for all the action that's coming up in the next months in October, and obviously mid-November we will see DE come out, so everything will be new there. I hope you will stay tuned, and now question and answer over on Twitch.